Benny, you are the goofiest dog I have ever seen. Yes, you are. Crazy. You're crazy. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach. Hope you enjoyed that nice little intro. Today is an interesting video. A lot of big news to share with you all. But real quick, I did want to mention Benny has two sisters that are still available from my mother-in-law and father-in-law, Jen's parents. If you're interested, I'll put her contact information down below. They look exactly like Benny, only they're females. So if you are interested, shoot her an email and they can give you all the details. We got some tea to share.
Should have got some tea.
No, see?
Too late.
No, he's ready. You can't do it now. I don't even really know where to start on this one. Okay, so we've been kind of hitting on this for a couple weeks now. I guess to kind of lead in, we make plans for the future, and then we all need to be smart enough to know that our plans aren't always the plans that are going to happen. And that's kind of the situation here. But I will say one thing about Jen and I is we always seize an opportunity. So anytime something is thrown at us, or if there's a change in direction of what we thought was going to be the future, I am proud of us and the fact that we're very good about adjusting and making everything a pro. Like never just setting in on the negativity of it and really finding the good in all situations and moving forward. So
I like to think we're very resilient.
Very resilient. That in a much shorter way is the better way to say it. So what in the world are we talking about? I guess the best way to do is just rip the Band-Aid off here and then we can talk about it. So y'all know that my mom and Patty, Aunt Patty, her aunt, moved into our White House on the property, which is also, the cottage. Sorry, I got used to saying that again. Moved into the Airbnb about 9 months ago, so it was last May, right? Well, it's been a really good 9 months. We've all enjoyed it. Mom's been helping us out with the Etsy store, sitting down here at the store, the physical store, so we can be doing other stuff. While if any customers came, she could be here to help them. Well, both of them have made the decision that they want to move back to our old hometown of Frankfort. And this doesn't, it was a hard choice for them. It's something that specifically for my mom, ever since my dad passed away 3 years ago, she's been trying to figure out where home is. She's been trying to figure out what does the rest of her life look like, and she's tried a few different places, the latest one being here, and she basically just wants to go back home. She wants to feel like she's at home, and we totally understand that decision. So she is actually moving out. As you're watching this video, I am moving her as we speak. And then Aunt Patty is going to be moving back to Frankfort as well. However, her home isn't ready just yet. So she's going to be moving back in with her sister and her mom, Karen, and Graybeard, the ones that have the Great Pyrenees puppies, if you're interested. And she is moving out Thursday. So I will be moving her Thursday. So by the weekend, it is going to be empty again on the compound. It'll be back to
Besides Jed. Jed's still here.
Oh yeah, Jed ain't going nowhere. Maybe, I don't know. Right now he isn't going anywhere. So that's what we were implying on the fact that we're going to be here at the store a whole lot more. So that's why we were trying to get it situated for the kids to be able to do homeschool, for Jen to be able to spend more time here, and just a lot of different factors come into play with losing mom specifically because she was an employee.
So basically everyone's job responsibilities on the compound are shifting. It's going back to square one with me and him, which, we held it for 3-4 years on our own. So we can do it again. It's definitely more than it used to be, but we've got it. We're resilient. Me and him always thrive in situations like this, so we'll get it figured out. We do plan on having the kids help in some, and they're getting to the age, especially Wyatt, where he can be a big help. And just everything kind of shifting. So with that being said, some of you won't even know that this was ever a thing, and others of you will know that this was a thing, and some of you missed out on it. Some of you got to take advantage of it. With them being gone, the cottage is now going back to the Airbnb. So as crazy as this transition is and the news of it, we're really excited about that. That was something that was really special to us and to a lot of you all to be able to experience and look forward to, because when you come, it's a whole farm experience, and you get to just throw yourself into everything, which is really, really cool. So this weekend we plan on getting that back to the state that it was, which won't be too difficult.
Yeah,
and
it took care of the place, and nothing really wrong with it.
Yeah, and in March, we've got quite a few people that are coming to stay with us, just like friends and family type stuff. But our hope is by April to have it back up and running. So.
I would say by the latest would be April.
Yes.
Because we also, like she said, we have some people coming. Then we also have a couple events in March too. Maybe I have to do that. It's really
We're
exciting.
really excited. It's kind of, and it's different now. Like, it's not the same as it was. It's fenced in, and there's some other improvements on it.
It's got central air now.
It's got central air, and it's going to be a really good thing, I think. So if that's something that you never got to participate in, but you really wanted to, we'll have all the details soon. And if it's something you're completely new to, it's a really cool experience. And we hope that a lot of you kind of try to participate in that, because it's really the coolest thing ever. Our friends met so many friends. We met so many friends, made so many relationships, and a lot of people really got to experience the farm life and then go home and, figure out if that's something they wanted to deep dive into, and a lot of people did. So that was really cool.
Yeah, and I think one of my favorite pieces too was the diversity that our kids got to witness and got to communicate with. They're not little sheltered homeschool farm kids. They've got to meet people from all over the country and in different countries that came and visited through that Airbnb. So I'm really excited about that too, for them to continue to see what the rest of the world has to offer too, instead of just Barbourville.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. So that's one of the two big ones. The second one we'll wait for another day, because that kind of got halted, and we'll do that in another video. However, this one was huge. It's a big thing, because we had the plans of expanding the store, which are still on there, but we're just having to do it a little differently. We had the plans of the garage and the warehouse and stuff, and a lot of that had Mom involved with it. However, those are still the plans, but it's just kind of those things need to take on the back burner from that great expansion. It's getting more of us reaccustomed with like packaging, which isn't a big deal. We jumped right back into it, and we would come down and help Mom some, but we're the full-blown all from beginning to end again on Etsy, which is fine, but time consuming.
Yeah. And with him not having his job, it'll be a lot easier than it would have been if he was still working. But for me and the kids, we've really got to readjust and relearn our schedules. But I think it'll be just fine. It'll take a little while to get in a routine, but I think we will eventually. And I feel like so many of you are going to have so many questions.
Yeah.
I feel like you're probably going to feel a little bit blindsided, and we're sorry. I think we all are.
Yeah.
And
even Patty and Mom. I mean, it's not something that they just thought of immediately, and there it was. It was something that I think they were really thinking about and weighing on before they wanted to bring it up, kind of thing.
So, I can't get into too many details, but just know that everything will be fun, and we'll figure it all out, and everybody will move forward and find their journeys, and it'll be good.
I guess the biggest thing I want everyone to know is it was 100% their decision to choose this. They're just trying to find their happy. We all got uprooted 3 years ago from everything we knew. We were all right there in the same vicinity. My mom, she moved to a town very far away from here. Her mom's about an hour away. Patty went with her, and then we were all just kind of spread out. And then so it's just been a constant figuring out where we all belong. 9 months into us living on this property, we had very similar feels as they do, but we're more committed here. We have more invested into this situation, so we were able to fight through that, and we're in a great place now. I totally get it from them on why they're wanting to make this decision. My mom's still young. She has her whole life to live ahead of her, and she'll be coming down to visit all the time. So all of that is good stuff. It's good things for them to really hopefully start making that progress, especially after my dad had passed, and then Aunt Patty being back with her friends that she used to have, and being close to maybe a little bit more medical care too. Frankfurt's a much bigger city. It's the capital of Kentucky, if you were unaware. So it's easier to get to those things.
And more opportunities for them too.
Right. Yeah, that's a big one too. So stay tuned. It's going to be a wild couple months. I thought me quitting my job was going to be the biggest news that we had this year, but this one's right up there too. It's pretty close with the news to share. And they've happened within a month between each other. We will do a full Airbnb video completely. So if you have questions about that, definitely go ahead and put them down in the comments. But actually, that would be a great idea. If you have questions, put them down in the comments, and we'll address those when we do the full video. So that'll help us make sure that you understand.
One change that there will be, which I know a lot of you will be happy about, it will be pet friendly now.
Yes.
Because the yard is fenced in, and now it's still at your own risk, because our dogs will you know, be protective of the property. But that's a big change. A lot of people wanted to bring their pets, so that's good.
Yeah, that will be nice. And we have ideas of throwing up a couple raised beds in there too now that it's fenced in. And all the squirrels and everything can't get to it as easily. So hopefully if you come in the summer, you'll be able to get some fresh tomatoes right out the backyard. We're definitely going to also make it a little bit more camping themed. So it is a cottage, it is a house, and it's fully functional. But we like to think of our store here as a little bit of a camp store too. So like firewood bundles will be available, s'more kits, the colored fire things, stuff to where you can make it feel like it's camping. There's already a fire ring up there, so that'll be nice. Grills, just more aspects to the entire experience than you just getting to rent at the cottage, you know. And then some farm experiences will be available to take all that in. But it's really exciting stuff. Our minds are going wild with all the ideas that we wanted to do that we didn't think that really were going to be able to be brought back up anytime soon.
Yeah.
So come see us. You know, the store's open. We're on the porch right now because we're open as we speak, and we was like, well, we'll shoot this video while we wait on a customer to come. We do have the big grand opening. We're calling it great. It's like a spring kickoff. Like this, it's the start of spring weekend, March 18th.
Yes.
So March 18th, which is the weekend before the first day of spring, we should have goat's milk available for animal consumption only. We should have some plant starts. We should have home baked goods, stuff like that. We're really trying to make it a little bit more of an event, more of a party. So come, hang out, get you some goodies, and come see the farm kind of thing. So there's a lot of information. If you have questions, throw them down in the comments. We'll gather them. We'll try to put it into a video to answer some of them if we can. But other than that, say a prayer for Mom and Aunt Patty for their future, and hopefully they find the home that they are looking for, and really start figuring out the rest of their lives. And of course, you'll still see them in the videos. Mom will be, like I said, visiting her grandkids all the time, and also just, you know, good thoughts and wishes for our future and what that holds. It's definitely a little bit of a learning curve to start, but we'll get there. We're resilient, as she says. So y'all, if you're new around here, definitely hit the subscribe button. I keep saying it every video because you never know what in the world's gonna happen next. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
We love you.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye.